Jamison Justham, Jamison Justham, the chief of the Celeron Hose Company. All right. So we arrived with dispatch approximately 5:30 this morning. Arrived on scene and found a significant amount of fire on the back end of this building. Unfortunately, it resulted in a significant amount of extension into the second story, and then also extended out into the first story sections seen behind us. At this point, we've got approximately 15 people displaced. They've been turned over to the Red Cross and the Salvation Army that will be working with them. We transported 2 minor injuries to UPMC Chautauqua for evaluation, in addition to 1 firefighter. At this time, we've got still significant fire operations going on. We're working with the town of Ellicott and the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office Fire Investigation Team in order to determine cause and origin. That investigation will remain open until further notice.
In terms of getting people out, any difficulties there?
We had 1 reported entrapment, but she was found on scene by our crews to be safe.
We heard a report, somebody from Tanglewood mentioned they heard an explosion about the time the fire was called in. Have you been able to verify that?
Shortly after our arrival on scene, we did have several propane tanks self-vent out back, which results in a roaring noise. I'm not sure if that was what they heard, if there was something else they might have heard.
You said 15 people displaced?
Approximately 15, yes.
Okay, and I didn't catch what you said on injuries.
We had 2 residents were transported for evaluation to UPMC Chautauqua, and 1 firefighter was also taken down for evaluation.
If you relay just how many different fire departments are there?
We've got a significant presence. I'm not going to try and name everybody that's here because I know I'll miss somebody.
Sorry, you said 1 firefighter was injured?
1 firefighter was transported, yes.
To the hospital?
Yes.
Do you know how many units are inside? Like how many units the motel has?
That I don't know offhand.
Do you have any problems or was there any obstacles in fighting the fire?
Initially we had some water supply issues, but nothing that we couldn't overcome.
In terms of water, I believe they're on BPU here at the Colony, so
yeah.
Water shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Actually, we're definitely taxing the system. It's nothing against the system, but we're flowing approximately 4,000 gallons just between those 2 ladder trucks. Additionally, we've set up a tanker shuttle that's purchased off to our east, and that's operating a full engine along with several hay lines out back.
Did you say where the fire started here and where it spread?
Upon our arrival, we found heavy fire out back of the facility.
Okay, so from that angle and then this way?
Yeah, almost directly out back.
Okay.
But beyond that, it's still under investigation by the Sheriff's Office.
Is there anything of significance in the back that might have contributed to it?
That's going to be under investigation.
Do you want to just say anything, comment on the first response from the firefighters and the job you guys have been doing for the last 3 hours?
I'm very proud of the turnout we've had. We've got a lot of departments here. Initially on the attack was Celeron, Lakewood, Boston, and then we had some assistance coming in from Jamestown Fire, which we very much appreciate.
You may have answered this already, I couldn't hear, but when you arrived, was everybody already out, or did you have to rescue anybody or anything like that? Knock on doors,
Yeah.
make sure?
Initially, we had 1 reported entrapment. We were able to locate the resident out back of the facility without any injuries or need for rescue.
And then the firefighter that was injured, was he sent to the hospital as well?
The firefighter was transported, yes.
And how much longer are you guys going to have this road closed?
It's going to be an unknown amount of time. We're currently working with the town of Ellicott. This may result in emergency demolition of the facility, and that could be, unfortunately, a rather extensive process.
So for the rest of the day, for sure?
More than likely, yeah.
Okay.
I know the hotel has gone through some different ownership.
Mm-hmm.
You happen to know who the owners are right now?
Not without looking into it, no.
Okay.
What's next for the scene? You talk about the process moving forward.
Currently, we're going to see if we can get better access to the back of the building. Unfortunately, we've had a partial collapse, which resulted in some very difficulties in accessing some hotspots. So working with the ladder trucks out front, and then once we're able to knock down a significant amount of it, we're going to try and pull some of the metal roof away and then continue extinguishment from the rear of the facility.
This is obviously a major thoroughfare and people going to work in the morning. How soon do you hope to have this stretch of Fairmont reopened?
I wouldn't say any time during the workday today.
Okay, so people better...
Yeah, I would highly advise they find a different route of travel to home from work.
Okay, very good.
All right. Any questions?
You guys all set? All right.
So is the building going to be demolished, or?
That's something we have to work with the town of Ellicott to establish.
Okay.
That
Contact
center
would
part's
be-
going to be down.
Yeah. We've contacted the